Hello, I'm Tim, and he couldn't keep up with the hectic pace, and it's his How to Murder feat. More rambling with rambling on the South Downs trail again, South Downs way. Well, I sort of am. I'm actually at the end today. I've come to the delightful railway station village of Amberley, which is actually my end destination for today. It's about 9 something or other, 9:01. I've got 16 minutes to wait for my train. Basically what I've decided to do is drive to the end, park, leave the car unattended all day, which is going to add a frisson of drama to the whole proceedings, and then get a variety of trains and buses to the start, which is Cocking, back that way, somewhere up and over those hills, where I got to last time. So yes, another stage. What was this? Fourth one maybe? Something like that. I lose track because I'm doing these a fortnight apart, see, so I have no idea what's going on anymore. It's the 2nd of December, it's about 2 degrees centigrade. I've got lots of layers on, hat and gloves and things. Quite still air, quite calm, no horrific winds or low clouds or anything like that. I've seen the tops of the hills as I was driving past as well, so I'm not expecting any low fog today either. No rain to speak of. It should be a nice day, just generally unremarkable, a sort of total absence of weather, if you will. So I got to get a load of trains and buses. That's going to take me about 2.5 hours to get to the start of the trail. I'll probably talk to you then. See you later. Yeah, so here we are, 2 hours later. 2 hours, 1 train and 2 buses later. A bit of a walk up a hill. And I'm back at the junction where I left off last time. There it is. Now familiar signs. Splendid. It's a bit quieter here this time. Last time, in that farmhouse over there was 2 girls that looked like they were like between 6 and 8, unsupervised, on a ride-on lawnmower doing the gardening. So it's like a cross between The Shining and Mad Max. I didn't take any photos of it because that kind of thing isn't done really. Strange 40-something single man taking film of someone else's children. Not the done thing. Anyway, moving on. So up there is the road, and it crosses a main road and it goes up the hill there. You can see it in the distance. And about 12 miles that way is my car. I'm up the stakes this time. I've put a prize at the end. Yes, my own car. If I get there. See, the rationale is if I get all the complicated travel out of the way early on, when there's a lot of it about in the mornings, compared to like late in the evenings, I'm less likely to miss a last bus that I need and have to sleep in a ditch all night. And yeah, it should just be a lot simpler at the end of the day. I basically need to get to Amberley station, find my car, verify it hasn't been broken into, stolen or smashed, and then I can just dump the stuff in the boot and drive home at my own pace, on my own time. It takes about an hour or so to get home, hour and a bit. But yeah, I put it in a station car park. Now there was a part of the car park that closes and is locked at 5, which would have put a bit of time pressure on, but I managed to find a section that isn't actually locked or anything. But I can't remember if I locked it. I have this thing. It's yeah, I mean, I'm normally very good at remembering stuff, except there's a very specific example of did I lock my car, and I can just never remember. I'm always having to go back and check, and I forgot to go back and check. And if I'd have gone back and checked, I might not have remembered that I went back and checked. So I don't know. But I'm reasonably sure my car's so super duper modern and technological that I think it locks itself if you're away from it take the keys away from it for a long enough period of time. But I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be bugging me all day. I'm pretty sure I locked it. So there we are, looking back down from where I was looking back up just now. On my first big hill climb of the day. I mean, I was basically travelling along the north face of these here hills on a bus for a large part of earlier, and watching the hill line, the sort of horizon of there, and it looks like it's pretty much flattish once you're up on top. So for the whole 12 miles. So Shouldn't have to do too much of that kind of thing again. Still there again in the distance you can see where I was last time with the unfeasibly large boulder. Yeah, continuity. So yourself, you're probably watching these back to back, God help you, but it's been 2 weeks for me. It's a much nicer day today though. Look at that, look at the horizon, clear skies all the way. Well, not clear obviously, but you can see quite far. It's high cloud. That's what I'm trying to say. Very little chance of rain today, and 2 degrees centigrade. So I'm togged up with double layers. Had one layer too many earlier. Just had to put a jumper in the bag there, but should be alright if I keep moving. Brisk, but probably not life-threatening. So look at the map. Got another new map. I realise I'm collecting maps now, really, and just using the walking as a pretext to buy more maps. Everyone needs a collection. Here we go. Here's the picture. Arundel and Pulborough L10, and it's yeah, it's like a signpost. I got no illusions about this being the South Downs map. There it is. Clearly taken in summer. It's a bit more parky now. But yes, you get the idea. Quite representative. I always like a representative photo. Yeah, let's see where we got. So yes, we have started. Oh dear, no, I'm started off not actually on the map yet. But Amberley in the middle. That's where my car is. By the time you watch this, I will have moved the car, so don't get any ideas. So let's have a little look. Anyway, try and work out where we're going to be today. Not far from the south coast now, because the whole path sort of moves diagonally down towards the coast, because obviously Eastbourne is actually on the coast at the end of this whole adventure. But for now, let's have a little look. Where are we? Nice dry ground today. Helps a bit. So let's see. There is Amberley station here. So dot. Oh, there's 2, look. Oh dear. That one's the South Downs way. It's got an acorn on it. Anyway, so yeah, we need to be over here somewhere. I don't know where I am. I'm somewhere off here, but it starts there. And looking at the contours, I mean, it's pretty much north-facing downs, cliffs and such. But yeah, the actual path itself seems to follow a relatively straight route. Oh, we've got a bit of a detour down here to here. And some sort of Bignor Park, I don't know. Egg Bottom Coppice, it says there. Oh, these names. Yeah, and then along there, and then down to the station. So yeah, should be a relatively non-technical day. Assuming I can actually find my way onto the map. Damn, I should have brought the other map, the one with the bit where I am now on it. Still, never mind. It's not really a technical navigating exercise in the slightest. It's a really stonking great wide mountain biking park with copious, clear and regular signage. So I don't think I'll actually need the map really. I just, like I say, just like buying maps. So yeah, but if I get in trouble, I'll know where I am. Yeah, that's a bit of an overview. You can see where we're at. If it'll focus. There you go. It says Winchester, OL32. In the middle there, that's where I started all this, about 4 videos ago. And that red blob, that pinkish blob, is essentially the South Downs National Park. And there's Eastbourne at the end. So I think probably by the time I get to Amberley, I could probably fairly claim I was halfway through this little mini winter adventure. Of course, the travel's getting more and more complicated. The number of buses and trains, and I've now had to bring my own car into the equation as well, just so I've got stand some chance of getting home some reasonable time. I got a feeling I'm aiming to get to Amberley for 5, but sunset is 3:30, so I might end up hiking in the dark a bit. So I've got some torches and things. December the 2nd now. So the next one of these will be the 14th probably, that weekend, 14, 15, whatever. And then the shortest day of the year is the 21st. So next time I do one of these will be even less daylight, and then it will start getting lighter again. So yeah, looking at the trees. We're well in the end of autumn now. Pretty much everything that's going to shed its leaves has done so. It's all just sticks now until like March or April. Apart from the conifers, who just don't care what time of year it is, which is an attitude I respect. Yeah, but it's nice. I mean, yeah, cold, certainly cold, but apart from that, it couldn't ask for a nicer day. And, you know, that's somewhat overcast. I don't really want sunshine. I mean, sunburn in December, really. I could do it. But yeah, there we go. There's some scenery for you. I mean, I think it's got an immobiliser, so even if they do get into the car itself, they can't take it anywhere without the keys. Look everyone, information! Yeah, Graffham Down Reserves Archaeology. I just passed something there. Yes, that stripy line, I just passed that in the field. Didn't have a plaque though, I guess the plaque's here. So, a cross dyke, which is some kind of defensive wall, presumably. Graffham Down Reserve, see the remains of 2 barrows and a cross dyke. Yes, yes. Loads of that kind of thing along these downs, hugely defensible position. Commanding views. I mean, all this trees probably wasn't there back then, so you could have a good old view of who was coming up the hill to try and take all your grain. Yep. The stark visage of winter forests. No snow though, which I'm thankful for. I'm still not sure if I'm on my actual map yet, but here's a map. There you go. I am halfway along, more or less, South Downs Way. Big blue line running through the middle. There's some cheery volunteer people. Look! Tiny, tiny mouse, baby thing. It's just a photo. An occasional pop of 12 more cartridges going off, but not much in the way of pheasanting. I think it might be the end of the season. I've seen loads of pheasants around. You can hear them as well. They're quite distinctive chirping. And they're not doing it now. Thanks. Yeah. Making some good headway, I think, but I've no idea because I'm not on my map yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I can get a fix on my actual position. Here's a sign though. As long as I keep finding those acorns, I'll be alright. So yeah, it's going to keep moving on, because I think I am going to be out on the trail after dark, to be honest, even at a good press, so we'll see. But if I can avoid that, that would be nice. I'd have to crack on in up to 2.5 miles an hour, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Good news, I think I know where I am. Hold on, let's get some distance and focus. There we go. Right, I think I'm there. Yeah, that little lot of hands. But yes, that small brown circle in the middle on the top of the hill there, that's where I am. Near Graffham Down. Past some tumuli. So a bit of open country, a bit of a view, more tumuli, and then Sticking Spit Bottom. Seriously, these names. Crown Tegleys, Littleton Down, and then a road. Littleton Farm. I think that's the South Downs way. Yes, good. So I don't get to see this Frian's Hanger waypoint thing, but that's okay. Plenty more vistas to see all on the way. Yeah, definitely making good time, and on a map I now recognise. That's good. Yeah. Folding there. Morning! No, it's a map, you can't eat the map. I tried. That was a trip I don't want to talk about. Yeah, so it's really easy to follow trail. I mean, this is it. It's like you could drive a Jeep down it all the way so far. I think it probably is byway stuff. And that's just better because it means that the mountain bikes don't have to get quite so close when they swish past. I've only seen 2 today on their own, getting on with it. And there's some horizon there, which I shall be going to. Yeah, passed a chap coming the other way. He wished me a good afternoon. I wished him a good morning. We looked at each other confusedly a bit and carried on our way. And then I surreptitiously looked at my phone, found out that it's lunchtime. So I'm going to stop and have a cup of coffee, my big thermos flask and a sandwich, and then carry on and see if I can get to my car before someone steals the stuff in the glove box. Or maybe not. I don't know. Look at that, blue sky. Yeah, it's alright. I might see the sun later. See sunbeams. Yeah, QELO. I'm not even allowed to hum music on these things because YouTube auto takes them down. Hey ho. Fascism, that's what it is. Oh, I can't choose a white balance. Oh, and it's upside down. Hang on. There we go. Right, we're up now. And that gag's not going to work if he edits it back up the right way. So here I am, on top of a hill. Fool on a hill again. Day after day, alone on a hill. Yeah, I'm at a significant crossroads. Sign down there points to a place called Duncton. So there you go. Duncton Abbey. Nice blue skies there. Utterly still air. No trace of wind at all today. It's lovely. That brings the chill in. That makes it cold. Wind. I mean, it says it's 2 degrees, 3 degrees today, but moving along well. And I've got hot coffee. I made that last night. It's still too hot to drink. The miracle of thermos. Yeah. A point at a distant place. I don't know what any of these towns are called, although I did go through them all on a bus to get started today, so I think one of them might be Midhurst or something. Petworth, perhaps. Oh, there we go. I ran out of disk space again. To delete a whole load of Minehead stuff. Mind you, that's all on YouTube for posterity now. Well, I say that, I mean, I've made sure I've kept my own copies of it all. I mean, who knows what will happen to the internet. Put it all in the cloud. There you go, there's a cloud. Put it all in the cloud and you assume it'll be safe forever. Preserved for thousands of years. No, they could just turn that all off tomorrow and it'll all be gone. There's no such thing as the cloud, only someone else's computer. More coffee. It's cooled down to drinkable now. Splendid. Look at this. Sweeping hill country. Quintessential British countryside, or something. Certainly English. Half southern English. Some distant hills over there, I suspect. I don't know if that's me today or whether that's next time. Quite a way off. Certainly I'm going up to those radio masts next, I think. Somewhere in that sort of neck of the woods. Literal neck of the woods, look, see? Yeah. Just going straight across some farmer's field. It's okay, there's a sign and everything, and they've trampled these grooves. I have a lot of trouble with this when I'm out and about. Occasional footpath that goes across a farmer's field, and they've just ploughed and sown straight across without any care at all. You just have to literally walk across muddy ploughed fields. No, they've done the job here though. It's the South Downs way. It's a bit more of a posh major footpath, I suppose. But yeah, they've gone up and down a few times with the tractor to mark out the path. Can't argue with that. It's not like I want to go and wreck his crops, you know. I've literally no interest in winter barley, is it? I think so. Don't know. I should know all this stuff. Grew up the son of a farm worker. And yeah. I have no idea what this is. Sure, I can look it up. Anyway, not important. It's the thing with hiking in the winter, I suppose. You get this sort of late... Whoosh, yeah, I'm pointing the camera right in the sun. You get that sort of late afternoon glow, but it happens almost all day. Oh, there we go, let's burst through. Glorious. Just exchanged pleasantries with a passerby walking a dog about what nice weather it is. So yeah, I'm growing as a person. I think I might have found myself on this trip. There we go, a farm. Oh, it's lovely. And yeah, there's a bit of a nip in the air, but keep moving, it's not a problem. Wear enough layers. But yeah. I bet it's just, you know, toe to toe up here in summer. Must be quite nice. Oh, there's someone coming our way. Better stop filming. I mean, it doesn't look like it's unlocked. It doesn't have the little door pins in the side of the top. So just looking at it, you probably couldn't tell it was unlocked. I don't imagine it's a very highly frequented car park either. It's probably fine. Hello, Shadow Tim. Hello, Tim. Oh dear. So, 1:15, and looks like we're about halfway, which is good. I can't remember what time I set out. It would have been about 11 o'clock-ish, I suppose, roughly. So, 5 miles in 3 hours. 6 miles. Well, that's not a problem. I think we're at the other river Arun. I think passes through where Amberley is, where the station is. Which is some sort of A road. Chichester that way. So I got 6 miles to do, and about 3 hours before dark. So I reckon I'll probably make that. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. These have been quite short stages actually. Short stages on the South Downs way. Mostly because I just need spare time in hand for all the travel arrangements if I'm day tripping this. I'm not B&Bing, not staying over or anything. And it's quite awkward to get places. Combinations of trains and buses and the other car, which may or may not have its doors unlocked. So yeah, I need to sort of, and also yeah, just a short day. I don't really want to be walking too far into the night if I can avoid it. Don't mind, I've got torches. Quite enjoy the occasional night hike. Unfortunately, the night hike's not really something I can share with you, dear viewer, because I don't think this camera has infrared capabilities. It'd just be like, you know, head torches, like the worst orbital concert ever. So yeah, but anyway, keep moving. I'll go about 6 miles in 3 hours is no problem, I think. I mean, you know, 2 miles an hour is at my slowest generally, so that's all right. Yeah. Fortunately, we did have to bleed an awful lot of altitude to come down to this valley. And now I'm going to make it all back up again, so here we go. I shall wheeze at you shortly. Yeah, not kidding about the wheezing. Still climbing. I mean, for you it's been no time at all, but for me it's been an eternity. Just about to see the far hill there. Yeah. We're again nice on the altitude and then some. Kind of levelled off a bit now, so I think I can probably talk and walk at the same time. Ah, that was steep. Not, you know, steps cut into the side of a Devon cliff steep, but certainly unexpected on this trip. I think it's major roads. I can probably anticipate when these are going to happen. No one builds an A road right over the top of a hill. You look for gaps between hills. And that's where you put your big busy roads. That way people don't have to expend so much energy and fuel climbing up over a mountain like what I'm trying to do, because I'm stupid. Yeah. Continues to be nice though, which is nice, obviously. Quite high cloud, nothing ominous though. Doubt we'll see any rain today, at least not till I'm safely in my looted car. This has been really good path as well. The whole day it's been double width byway. You could get a jeep along the whole section today. It's a bit more narrow over at Winchester end, single track mud stuff, but I reckon it'll be like this most of the way to the end now. So you can see why it's such a big mountain biking thing. And yeah, like I said, I don't mind if it's double width, the mountain bike can go around. So now I'm going to dive into a hedge or a canal, I start to get tetchy. I haven't really seen many today. I think it's too cold for them because they're all big wusters. Stretchy lycra and their bare shins. They'll snap like icicles. They go over the first stone. Not me. I'm some sort of rugged, outdooring, pioneering type person with legs that won't snap in any sort of cold weather. So go me. I found some more information. This one's telling me about hedges and grass. So you can push pause if you want to read that. Me, I'm on my way. I think we're at the top of this goddamn hill now. Should be nice. And this radio mast, see if you're on a different hill. I should probably check the map, find out what's going on. Why spoil the mystique? Onward! Found a Tolkien-esque bench here So I'm going to authorise myself a 10-minute stop and a cup of coffee and a check the map. Just make sure things are going well. Looks like we're still on the path, which is good. Yeah, we go off across Linden Estate down there next. And look, the sea. Yeah, see if I can wrestle with the white balance and get you a glimmer. There it is. So I think from Amberley we're sort of due north of Bognor Regis. I'm not that far away either. The South Downs Way sort of angles towards the south coast as it progresses eastward, and obviously finishes at Eastbourne, which is on the sea. So looking forward to the Seven Sisters. Apparently it runs along the top of there. You might recognise those from most films that show the finger quotes White Cliffs of Dover, actually taking aerial photography of the Seven Sisters. Sort of beachy head kind of way. The iconic seven-faced white chalk cliffs. I understand the White Cliffs of Dover at Dover are pretty grimy, so anyway, there you go figure. Yeah, I think that might be sea. Hard to tell, it's the same colour as the sky. So, far distance there. Anyway, nice southward vista there. Going to sit and study map and drink some coffee. Have a bit of a sit. On this bit grimy but passable bench. Yeah, probably about 5 miles to go, something like that. 4 miles probably. And plenty of time, I reckon. I mean, the sun's low, but won't set for a while. It's good to take the load off. Got my usual double socks. I've just stopped bringing spare socks, to be honest. My feet are now tough enough and blister proof enough not to need to do a sock change during the day, I've found. I get home from one of these 10-12 mile jobs and feet are in perfect condition, so just goes to show training pays. Sort of regretting the underlayer leggings a bit. I mean, they were fine while I was standing around waiting for buses and stuff, but they do mean my legs don't evaporate heat very easily in that moment, so I need to just slow down a bit and drink more. But you know, can't have it all. So yes, see you later. Yep, don't want to sit too long, end up seizing up, getting cold. Keep moving. That's what I mean when I sort of joke that it's easier to keep going than stopping. The body seems to know that you're done with the exercise. And then it sort of starts getting into recovery and calm down and warming down and stuff. Sit for too long. Anyway, yeah, there I was banging on about what a wonderful bridle way it all was, and now South Downs Way appears to have turned into a vague line in a field. So there you go. So the signs say this way, lots of horses coming through here, hoof prints. I couldn't tell you how many days ago or how heavy the rider was or anything like that. Distance apart. My bushcraft is not really that good. My bluffcraft is quite good. I can make something up for you if you like. I might even sound convincing. Still, look at that. Yeah, I'm to muck with the white balance again, but yeah, you get the general idea. Glinty. Zoom a bit. There we go. So I'm guessing that's Chichester Harbour, West Wittering. I mean, we're well past the Isle of Wight now, so who knows. Bit of haze there as well. I don't know if that's actual rain or... Anyway, so enough of that. Yeah, nice to have a south-facing view for a change. Some radio masts. Bignor Hill, I think, coming up somewhere. Not Big Inn Hill, that's a different thing. No, I'd never heard of it either. I don't know. I'm just walking through. I don't live here. Just a man in search of a car that hopefully is locked. It's fine. It's all fine. This is fine. It's fine. Yeah. Sign there saying 5 miles to go. Yeah, making good time. Yeah, up over that hill there next, I think. Should be spectacular. And I wonder if that hill over there is it then? The one next to the car park. Don't know. And just how far away could I hear my car alarm from? Anyway, I'm still there like this. Roman Villa down there, apparently. Not sure I'm going that way. Heading this way. South Downs way, yes. This must be wonderful in summer. Must come up here then. Complain about the midges and the sunburn. Dramatic skyline there. Walking right towards it, into the sky. There we go. Dramatic horses, dramatic. Shall see what that is when we get up there. Ah, it's a deer, I think. Just legged it across the skyline there. Yeah, there it goes. I'm pretty sure those are antlers. I can't zoom anymore. I think even being this close has spooked it. Wow. Yeah, it was long gone. Skittish down into that forest, I think, which is quite extensive. Come on, pick a white balance, Tim. Right, here we go, some panorama time now. At the very top of the hill. Spectacular, magnificent views of somewhere. West Sussex, possibly. Don't know what county I'm in. There's your radio masts back there, car park. And then distant glimmerings on the seashores, south coast. Ah, magnificent. This is why I do it. What a lovely day. Well, I'm even getting mobile data coverage up here. Push notifications. Leave me alone, people. I'm on holiday. Yeah. Splendid. And somewhere down there is the burning remains of a car. Probably. 4 miles to go. I think you'll probably see, I don't know if that's Amberley down there. Certainly the river's familiar. That's the River Arun, I think. Arundel is somewhere over there. So yeah, which I don't think we visit that during this trip. Let's keep moving. Losing daylight. Another memorial. Toby, here he lies, where he longed to be. Home is the sailor home from the sea, and the hunter home from the hill. Beryl Richard Rosemary. 4 names. Quite elaborate. Still honoured. Yeah. Oh, descending again. Whoa! Lively. I thought he was more scared there. Oh, another one. Pheasants. Female pheasants. They're much more naturally camouflaged for some reason. Nature hates men, I guess. But yeah, I think they're probably. I haven't heard much noise of gunshots in the distance. I think the pheasants are out of the woods now. Literally, yes. Welcome back to Pheasant Planet 2. One of the less popular alternatives. Oh, another one there. Yeah, loads. I'm not much of a natural history person, to be honest. I guess they're probably safe for the year now. They can have small families and live out the rest of the year in peace and quiet in the various hedgerows and woodlands, apart from when I'm shouting them along the path. Ready for the terror of next November. Yeah. I probably have locked the car. See, this is just weird, this. Almost every day, I think this has been happening for the last sort of 6 months or so, and I wonder if I've got early onset Alzheimer's or something. But for the last 6 months or so, I've been driving into work in the morning, parking up, getting out of the car, locking the car, walking off, getting 100 metres away, and then thinking, oh, did I lock the car? And then I have to turn around and go back to within sensor BP range of the car and push the thing in my pocket so that I see the orange indicator lights flash. That way I know I have actually locked it. But every time I've actually physically gone back to the car to try to handle it, has been locked. So I'm basically moved the task of locking the car into some kind of autonomous part of the brain, like breathing or, you know, using my pancreas to break down fats or whatever. Locking the car has become an autonomous nervous reaction, and I don't remember doing it generally. And it's starting to worry me a bit, if I'm honest. And it's only that. Every other part of my life I'm a normal functioning human being, as you might imagine. Just some weird pathology. It is becoming pathological. I always find myself going back to re-lock the car because I'm not sure if I've locked it or not. And every time I've checked, it turns out I have. And also added to that, the confusion raised from the fact that my car, I think, does lock itself if you walk away with the keys far away enough for long enough. It's, yeah, smart technologies and what have you. So it's become an obsession. And yet not an obsession because part of it's happening subconsciously. I probably need therapy. Do answer in the comments if you know what's going wrong with my brain. Me, I'm just going to try and enjoy the rest of my walk without thinking about car doors. Or whether I should have taken that last turning. Oh, did I take that last turning? So I should have taken that turning. That was your fault. Yeah, another hill, another vista, golden light, low winter suns coming in. So it's about 3 o'clock now. Long shadows, golden light. Love it. Actually, it's a bit bright. Ow, ow. If my camera can stare straight into it, kinda. I can't. Useful to know. Yeah, probably about 3 miles to go now, maybe? I don't know. Lose track of the distances, really. This is definitely the South Downs way, though. I'm pretty sure. About 85%, you know, kind of thing. I'll have to stop for a coffee break soon. Determined to drink all of it this time. That holds 4 cups of coffee out of thermos, and last time I took it out I had 1 and then took the rest of it home, which, you know, is convenient for sat there gaming, but to be honest, if you've got a hot thermos full of coffee next to your computer desk, you're probably obsessing a little bit too much. Start of a slippery slope. That way lies poop socking. Never good. So yes, more coffee. Should be splendid. Ah, it's light. Look at the light. So mellow. Big road there. Yeah, it's nice. Last big hill of the day, I think. I suspect Amberley's somewhere down past those forests. And I think those hills over there are next time. Not quite sure where my next stop is after Amberley, I'll have to check. But somewhere closer and closer to the coast. I mean, my phone thinks I'm in Bognor Regis, so, you know, shows what it knows. Mind you, I have turned location services off because I don't want Google spying on me. As if I could do anything about that. Yeah. Busy road there, cross that, down the other side, cross some water meadows and things, look back to the station. Yeah, I mean, if they're that kitted up and capable of hot wiring it and dealing with the immobiliser, then I don't suppose it being locked in the first place would have helped at all anyway. So, and if they're not that kitted up, then all they're going to do is open it up and steal my shopping bags, which, you know, would be a blow, but not one I couldn't recover from. So, yeah. Yes, there we go. There's white chalky cliffs down there. That's the sort of quarry next to the station. I think that white building in the centre shot is the station building itself. Hurrah! End is in sight. I wonder if my key fob works from this range. I mean, I can't see any flashing orange lights, but it's quite far away. Well, a moment of truth, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'll probably be there for about 4, so an hour ahead of my schedule. It's good. It was a concern, yeah, there's a bit of leeway, but nice to know I'm keeping a good time. Helps plan future legs. Yeah, if you allocate 2 miles an hour, and that's plenty of time. Good. And there it goes, the sun. Oh, a bit of lens flare there, lovely. Very dramatic. Hello, Shadow Tim. Skittish bird, you pheasant. Just loathsome in that wood, and it's like panicking and fleeing. Still, I can't say I blame them. Not a happy lot. Kind of like a Running Man elimination exercise every November. Kind of puts you on edge. I suppose the ones that survive are the paranoid ones. Unnatural selection. Artificial selection of that. There we go, gleaming cliffs. Above my car, probably. No, you're down there. Yeah. Interesting clouds in the distance there. You can tell us where the sea is. Those are over the sea, I'm sure. Slightly different temperatures and convection currents and whatnot, I expect. Yeah, I don't know how many more fortnights it'll take for me to get to a actual coast. Probably another 2 or 3. Start to get down to actual round to Eastbourne Way and Brighton itself. Looking forward to it. Not as much as I'm looking forward to seeing my car unfiltered. Which is basically down there. Just sort of see a bridge. I think that's the River Arun. Which goes to Arundel over the hill that way somewhere. Yeah, across that bridge, along there, and into the mill. Another 20 minutes probably. And nice part of today, I don't have to break off the trail and find a nearby bus stop, because the South Downs Way actually goes past Amberley station. So I will basically be on the trail when I stop, which will be nice. None of this, oh right, now I'm going to have to finish for the day and go 3 miles this way to find a nearby village and whatever. So that's good. Oh, this looks steep. A lot of altitude to suddenly lose, I think. Yeah, plain sailing there, flat down there. And then yeah, on yonder hill is next time, I think. Start at the station up and away, over another horizon. Who knows what delights await. Marvellous. Glorious sunset. Wasn't expecting that, it's late in the year. Yeah, right, I probably ought to put my phone away and concentrate on not falling on my arse. Close now. Over there. Sunset washed hillside. The amber hillside of Amberley. Yeah, see what I did there. I'm poetical. Yeah, it's come from the top of that crest of the hill with the woods. So it crossed that big road. Sun going over the top there. Yeah. So yeah, 4:30 sunset sounds about right. Yeah, good. There's a bridge over there, hopefully. There's quite a large river between me and my car. So yes. And chirping of pheasants. Have you heard that? Quite distinctive, been hearing it all day. Just passed a cyclist who was more lost than I was, so that was refreshing. I even offered to let him have a go on my map, but I think it's a sort of bravado thing, you know, hike, tread, all kicked in, so yeah, I just moved on. Didn't want to prolong the awkwardness. So yes, it's interesting. Low-lying sort of irrigation, drainage ditch type field stuff. Floodplain probably. It's the River Arun up ahead, which I'm going to cross on a big bridge. I'll teleport you over there. And here. Ta-da. See, I'm doing the walking so you don't have to. It's a rather incongruous modern structure. Metal, cast iron, steel, whatever. Middle of nowhere. A couple of anglers on the bank there. There's a mighty cold day to be sat on the river bank doing nothing for hours at a time, isn't it? Just really want those fish. I don't know, there's probably more efficient ways to get fish. I suppose the fish isn't really the point. Still, who am I to judge? There's definitely more efficient ways to get between Amberley and Cocking. I proved that before I started walking. Members only fishing. Yeah. This bit's mine, that bit's not. Yeah. The nice thing about my plan, apart from the sort of, nagging worry about locked doors that have plagued me all day, is that I can get to the end of my hike and just get in my car and go home. I don't have to spend 4 hours negotiating late traffic on public transport systems and pickups, and you must be here at X, otherwise you're going to spend the night in a ditch. And spend like 30 quid or whatever to get from here to my house, and the rest. I have to go up to our Woking probably to get where I need to go, which is a mighty long journey. Plagued with engineering works on a regular basis. Now I can just get in my car, assuming it's there, and drive on home. Maybe stop for a burger on the way, who knows. I've earned it. Of course the car has to be there first, so that's the final challenge of the day. This is quite a pleasant way to finish, with a level riverside walking, and then done. Swan! Is that a swan? My nemesis. Could be. Very large duck. Not going to chance it. Oh, my mistake. Turns out I do have to leave the path. There we go. So this is where I pick up next time. Still, Amberley Station, quarter of a mile that way down the busy road. There's a footpath, I'll be right. And that's Washington Village, apparently. 6 miles that way. I imagine I'll do a bit more than that next time, but yeah, this is where I pick up again. Jolly good. Right, I'll have to try and see if my car's still there. So, made it. Here's Amberley Station again, where I started the day, and even better news, my car's still there. Hurrah! So, thanks for watching and stopping me going mad, although you're doing an increasingly bad job of that, I have to say. And see you next time for Amberley to somewhere else.